Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Friday, May 12, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money, and if you are interested in props and parlay picks, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link to our Patreon and to our new channel in the description and comments section below. The Chicago Cubs have been incredible at the plate this season, as they are 6th in MLB with a .773 team ops while averaging 4.95 runs per game right now. They are doing pretty well with their bat-to-ball skill, as they are 3rd in the league with a .269 team batting average. Third baseman Patrick Wisdom has been off to an outstanding start as he has a .941 ops with 12 home runs, 23 RBI, and 24 runs scored, and 2 stolen bases without being caught up to this point. The Minnesota Twins have been a brutal offensive team thus far as they are 24th in MLB with a .686 team ops with 4.26 runs per game up to this point. However, they are hitting a solid amount of homers as they are 8th with 47 home runs as a team. When looking at the run differential throughout the season, the Cubs have a +48 run differential so far this year, while the Twins have a +24 run differential so far. Chicago has a slight advantage in their bullpen this season, as they are 9th in baseball with a 3.50 reliever ERA, while Minnesota is 12th with a 3.56 bullpen ERA so far this season. The Cubs have won each of the last 4 road games against the Twins, so go with the Chicago Cubs to win as a road underdog. Both starting pitchers have been on fire this season, as Drew Smyly has a .207 opposing batting average, while Sonny Gray has a .199 batting average against, so that means hitters are not going to combine hits in this game. Neither team has been hitting the ball for power too much in the month of May, as Chicago has 8 home runs in 9 games, while Minnesota has 9 homers in 9 games, both in the bottom half of the league. The under is 3-0-1 in the previous 4 games between these teams inside of Target Field, so go with under 8 runs here. Philadelphia Phillies vs Colorado Rockies. The Phillies are on a 3-game winning streak, taking 2 in a row from Toronto after beating Boston on Sunday to stop a 6-game losing streak. They have outscored their opponent 16-5 in their current run. On the year, Philadelphia has 337 hits through 37 games, the 6th most in baseball, and their .265 team batting average also ranks 6th. They've scored 160 runs, tied for the 11th fewest. There are 3 Phillies players with 40 or more hits thus far, Nick Castellanos leading the pack with 46, tied for 4th most in baseball. His 14 doubles are tied for 2nd most, and his .322 average is 7th overall. In his last 10 games, Castellanos is hitting .325 with 8 RBIs and 6 runs. The Rockies have been playing very good baseball lately, going 8-2 over their last 10 games to rise from the depths of an 8-20 record. They are far from the waterline still, but both offense and pitching has been clicking. In their last games, they have outscored their opponents 63-28, with pitching holding their opponents to 2 or less runs in 6 of those matchups. They have improved their team ERA to 4.73 in the process, putting them 2 spots ahead of the Phils. Gomer seems to have settled in after posting a 12.12 ERA over his first 4 starts. In his last 3 outings, the Rockies starter has gone 3-0 with a 1.59 ERA, 1.00 whip, allowing just 1 home run over just the last 17 innings. Phillies took 3 of 4 from Colorado and Philadelphia in mid-April. While the Rockies are the hotter team going into this series, Philly has enough oomph behind them from their current win streak that they won't be back down on the road. Going back to last season, the Phillies are 8-1 in their last 9 meetings against the Rockies. After a few wins against some strong AL East sides, Philadelphia seems to be coming together, and Bryce Harper returning so quickly from elbow surgery has certainly lit a spark under the group. This will be their first full road trip with their superstar in the lineup, and I think this will key an opportunity for the Phillies to pull themselves back up over .500 and back into the NL West race. Take Philadelphia on the money line. 3 of the 4 games these teams played this season have totaled 7 or less runs, the other game saw exactly 12 runs. Yet, I'm still leaning towards the over for a few reasons. First of which, of course, is the Colorado factor. More runs get scored there, we know this, and we know why. Next is this pitching matchup. While both starters may have had some solid outings of late, neither provides a burst of confidence for us betting folks. Gomer has had starts at home where he has given up 9 and 5 runs. He has allowed runs in each of his home starts as well. Walker has a 6.75 ERA on the road this season. He has given up 21 hits, 5 of those home runs, and 10 walks over 20 innings on the road already. Then you take into account that both of these offenses are actually hitting the ball well right now, and both had a nice day of rest. The over is 4-0 in the Phillies' last 4 games versus an NL West team. Take the over. San Francisco Giants versus Arizona Diamondbacks. The Arizona Diamondbacks dropped 2 of 3 in their 3-game series to the Marlins. Most recently in a 1-score loss that left the D-backs with 4 runs on 5 hits. Arizona was the beneficiary of some wild pitching, as their first run came on a bases-loaded walk in the 4th inning. Geraldo Perdomo continued his strong hitting as he logged an RBI and a hit, keeping his batting average at .373 on the season. Merrill Kelly got the start, and over 6 innings he struck out 6 and gave up 4 runs. Pierre Nelson is due to make his 5th home start of the season. Over his first 4 starts, Nelson has allowed 14 runs, compared to 13 Ks over 21 innings, giving him a home ERA of 6.00. In just his second year, the 25-year-old is off to a rockier start than his rookie campaign, as this season he's averaging 5.5 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched, and his home run rate has ticked up a fair amount to 1.25 homers allowed per 9 innings. He's allowed fewer at home, just 2 on the season, and has held opposing batters to .301 in the box, compared to .135 over brief home stints a season ago. Even with the pitch's concerns of the Giants, they'll have a favorable offensive matchup against the young D-backs pitcher Nelson. Nelson has already proven he can be victim to the long ball, and home runs have been a continued theme for the Giants' offense. Arizona is also 0-5 in Nelson's last 5 starts. Take the slight road favorite here. San Francisco money line. While we should expect hits here, it should be noted that San Francisco has struggled to generate runs when they aren't hitting it out of the park. Likewise, the Diamondbacks are often eager to swing at the plate and are rarely patient enough to earn walks. Arizona will try to keep confidence in the young pitcher by trying to maintain control in the batter's box. This could include long at-bats and extended patience. Further, if the Giants aren't able to hit for extra bases here, they pose a real risk of leaving many runners stranded and runs off the board. Take the under. Texas Rangers vs Oakland Athletics. The Texas Rangers have won a couple of 3-game road series over the Los Angeles Angels and Seattle Mariners. Last Wednesday, the Rangers outlasted the Mariners 4-3 to improve to 22-14 on the season, tallying their 8th win in 11 games. Texas was topping the AL West on Thursday, 3 games ahead of the Angels. The Oakland Athletics fell to 8-30 on the season following Wednesday's 11-3 defeat at the New York Yankees. They were swept in a 3-game set at Yankee Stadium, extending their losing streak to 4 games. The A's own the worst record in baseball and arguably the worst pitching staff in the majors. The worst pitching staff meets the highest scoring offense in baseball, so I'm not going to overthink this game at all. Give me the Rangers to beat the run line, as the moneyline odds are not attractive. Texas holds a 118 ops plus against the left-handed pitchers in 2023, and the current Rangers are 7-for-22 with 5 doubles and a home run against Ken Waldichuk. On the other side, the current A's are just 6-for-32 with a pair of doubles against Martin Perez. Oakland will win a few games by the end of the month, but there's no way I'm going to back the Athletics in this matchup. Our team pick is Texas Rangers minus 1.5 runs. Our total pick is over. San Diego Padres vs Los Angeles Dodgers. Blake Snell will toe the rubber in the first game of this series with the Dodgers, a rematch from last week. He was a tough-luck loser after allowing 2 runs in 6 innings last Saturday against Los Angeles. Snell retired 11 straight batters to open the game and allowed just 1 hit, but it was a 2-run homer to Chris Taylor. He struck out 6 while completing 6 innings for the second time this season. Snell's earned quality starts in his last 2 outings, but he's also given up at least 1 homer in 6 appearances. The Dodgers will go with the same arm as last Saturday for the first game against San Diego, trotting out Dustin May. He shut out the Padres for 6 innings in the Dodgers' 2-1 win Saturday, and with the way San Diego has been swinging the bat, it will not be surprising to see May duplicate the same performance. They may lose Noah Syndergaard to the injured list after he left Tuesday's start with a cut on his index finger, but it will be next man up as the Dodgers are loaded on all fronts. Law won last week's series 2-1, and they will take the first game of this series with Snell on the hill for San Diego. He pitched well last week, but he has been extremely inconsistent over the course of his time with the Padres. Take the Dodgers. Although the Dodgers are in the middle of the pack with respect to on-base percentage, they have been living on the long ball. Entering this series with the Padres, they have smacked 64 home runs, second in the majors. They have registered the 4th most runs per game and will make good contact on Snell, seeing him for the second time in a week. Their power hitters will make the adjustment after he contained them last week, and they will drop 5 or more runs on the Padres. Both teams have been average in run prevention, and each team will get a lot of opportunities to generate some production here. Take the over with confidence.